What's going on, guys? It's me, Shukishu. We are back with another Musume video, and in this video we have today, tomorrow to get prepared for the CM. If all comes to worse, I do have a UF5 Dia, or New Year's Dia. I do have a UF3 Kita, but I'm gonna try to at least get a UF5 with her. So I do have, I think, one more friend usage here after this attempt, so I'll be able to try one more time before reset. All my past attempts were crap, I'll be honest. For the other three, I even quit one of them because I was like, there's no way this would be a good run. And a lot of them were actually lacking power, so that's why I swapped back to this what is it, special week. So at least push like 87 to the power, and then just a little bit on stamina, but I just hope that now stamina wouldn't become a problem. If it does, then I'm gonna have to find more of a balance between the two. And then Wise is the other one that gets me worried or not, because I've been fluctuating between two end cards and one end card, and having 3 speed cards. And this attempt though, we are gonna try 3 speed cards. I actually don't know what I did last week with Kita's attempt, so if I did do 3 speed, then oh well. We're gonna do it again. But other than that, let's just get this started. I'm hoping with the amount of tries I have left to get ready by day 1, I will still be trying during the CM to try and improve throughout the CM as we go to the later days and later rounds. Hopefully it all works out. Other than that, let us start and get ready and go over the comments. So first comment is, okay, first 2 comments is from Nova, and the others is actually a good amount of comments here. Cool. So we will go over Nova's comment first, or first 2 comments, I guess, because they are the first 2 comments. But I don't know about you all, but I really would like to see Rudolph and Marzensky back in their prime. Ooh, that is a good thought. I mean, if you think about it, that would actually probably do really well in my opinion, because since season 1 we had since season 1 we pretty much knew about how good Rudolph was and all that. We hear all this about her. Saw the statue of Rudolph in literally episode 1 when Special Week visited the track and all that. So yes, and then in season 2, obviously, we started off season 2 with Rudolph's Derby run and eventually saw Teo. So yeah, I'm pretty down to see Rudolph and Marzensky's prime. That would actually be a pretty good idea if I do say so myself, because Cap, they're doing it with the manga and then the Sakura Laurel. So I'm hoping that one day we will actually get to see those 2 in anime form. And maybe they'll do a Rudolph or Marzensky. They'll probably most likely do, if it was between the 2, they'd probably choose Rudolph over Marzensky. But either way, I would like to see that as well. One of the reasons I started Uma was because of Marzensky and Kaicho, and I still do like them till this day. Kaicho's sense of humor is definitely a bonus. I think seeing Kaicho's flashback during season 2 made me think that she deserves a full anime season. So far, we have not yet seen a 3-crown Uma in the anime. If we're talking about a winner of the 3-crown Uma, of the 3 crowns, did I say that right? An Uma with the 3 crowns, and yeah, we haven't. When they tried special week loss. Teo, obviously we know what happened. No bourbon. A shower happened. So yeah, a lot of factors that played for all the horse girls or all the Umas that we've seen try to go do the Triple Crown besides Rudolph. I mean, they have shown us, Triple Crown horse girls, obviously, or Umas, obviously, in the anime. It's just we don't see the races because they're already, quote unquote, retired. At least that's how I see it. Actually, I didn't know she was a trainer either. So I'm not the only one. So I'm not the only one, thank God. As a rich family, you think that the Sono's maid or something. Exactly. Plus, the way she dresses really doesn't seem like a normal trainer would. Yeah, that's exactly my point. She was always there during training, making it seem like she was just there watching them. Probably there, if they need something, she'd, take care of it. That was my whole mentality. Like, okay, I guess that's just the Satono's maid. But at the same time, I don't know. I guess it wouldn't be that wouldn't be the case since. Actually, no, that does kind of make sense. I don't know, because if you think about McQueen and her butler, he didn't really go into school. He just stayed outside. I guess that probably overthinking a little too much. Oh well. But yeah, I didn't know that she was the trainer until then, which surprised the crap out of me. I don't think I'll pull for Cheval Grand. If Doramente is coming out very soon, then I have to prepare with my 41k now. Violent Uma is also an easy skip, so I should be safe for the anniversary. 14%. I'll do it. Okay. Reason why is because I wanted to get the other cards, so. Oh, where am I? Cheval Grand didn't grow on me as much throughout the anime, so that is a shame since the Grand Sisters do have very good designs. Yeah, after, what happened to me yesterday with trying to pull for Satono Crown, I think saving would be the best answer. I decided that I'd rather, just take my chances to try to get crowned later on. So yeah, that is my final decision. I know I said we'll give it I'll think about it. I already thought about it after yesterday, so we're good. I won't do any pulls anymore for Satono Crown. I'll be staying put and making sure I save for Duramente. Because we'll most likely get the New Year's event later this year or later this month. I should say. So that's another, because they give 1,500 per if you farm all the way to 1,000,000 event points. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it's 1,500. I'll have to count in the next event, but I'm pretty sure it's 1,500. They give a whole 10 pull. So we'll have the New Year's, the Valentine's, and most likely a story event for the anniversary, because there usually is one. At least I hope there's gonna be one. So that's 4,500. There's still 3 more episodes starting tomorrow. So we're getting 500 per episode. That's 3 more episodes. Another 1,500. That's 6,000. And that pretty much makes up for my polls yesterday, I guess. So that would leave me about 14 to 15k left for 30k at least. But that would all have to be from natural daily stuff and all that, on missions, random jewel gifts they'll give us and all that. So maybe I'll be able to make it, or if I don't do anything, I should be able to make it. But you're right. For the Sounds of Earth, I will most likely be skipping her. It should be easy for me. She didn't really stand out to me as much. Cheval Grand at least did. For me, I did like her design. I guess her outfit as well. In a way, trying to think. Trying to think what I was gonna say. I lost my train of thought. But yeah, I do like Cheval Grand. I just wish there was like just wish she had a little bit more impact, or at least some kind of the wrong skill. No, at least like some kind of like huge impact or something, but I guess it doesn't fit the personality she has. In a way, the way she talks and all that, in a way, kind of reminds me of Aishin in a way. So that's probably why I like her a little bit more than I think I should. I'm not sure how it is, but yeah, I just feel like that's just the case. Should be good. So yeah, if Cheval Grand does come out before Duramente, then it will be a hard skip, but I will skip. So yeah, I'm gonna continue with the comment now. As for you pulling for Crown, I don't think you should. I won't. Duramente might cost you a full pity, so you should consider getting enough jewels to pity at least. Plus, Crown seems okay, and I cannot really use her in this CM, so that's sad. That is true. I think she'll be pretty okay to use in medium distance races for sure. Because it doesn't seem too bad, because you get a bonus speed if it's a medium distance race, and if you overtake someone during the middle leg, which most likely should happen, especially being a betweener. So she should be really good in medium distances, at least from what I see from her skills and all that, and of course seeing that you can get her your UEs. So yeah, definitely she'll be good. Most likely for medium distance races only. But yeah, Duramente might cost me a full pity. The only reason why I totally agree with that is because of what happened to me with Katsuragi Ace and I guess Teo, because I did really want Teo. One note on Kita is that she's done great already. She definitely has. That loss should not impact her that much. I felt bad for Grand though, trying to be a runner. So what I think really is, I mean, I already mentioned it in yesterday's video, but I'm gonna just say it again. So spoiler alert, I'm gonna just start spoilers here because I caught a glimpse of what the next part of the comment is. So first things first, spoiler alert, just in case if y'all didn't see the episode yet. Y'all didn't see it yet, then spoiler alert. But when during the race and all that, I'm gonna mention it again just because, but I just feel like her body wasn't, I guess, prepared or trained well enough after I guess quote unquote recovering from her sickness. I feel like her body was still beating up the rest of the sickness away. So I don't know if she's been fully recovered from it yet. I don't want to say it's a momentum thing, but it could be because she was doing well the whole spring, and they did say nobody has won the three spring races, which is the Osaka High, into the Tenosho Spring, and into the Takarazuka Kinen, which I've done in the game because it was like a title or something, but that was like a long time ago. And the trainer was saying that Kita can do it. And obviously, I was like, I believed in it too. But I kind of already knew the outcome beforehand. But just seeing how they like animated it through Kita, you know. Ooh, do I want to do this now or late? I have to do it now. 3% shouldn't hurt me though. Okay. But I feel like it could just be that she's just tired. Which would be like alright. Because or an alright reason, because we saw it like she got sick, so maybe she just needed, you know, to just rest for a bit, for a while, you know. But I think Daya, when she took a break from it, from the spring race, or Takarazuka Kinen, I think that was a good move for her. So yeah, I just feel like her body was just tired from all the races she was doing, and all plus the training. Either that, or her body was still recovering. Because when they did that zoom up on Goldship's face, it kind of made me think that maybe she had lost focus at one point or during the race. But it didn't seem that way, because when she was getting distracted by Crown taking the lead, or yeah, the escape strategy or the lead, she told herself to focus on her own race. So I don't know. I don't think it would be a mental thing. I just feel like the next episode would be just like another, you know, comeback episode for her. Like, try to get her mental, because it looks like she was very surprised at the end of the race. So probably just to get her mental straight or something like that. That's my prediction for the next episode, because I do know like Kita's races, especially the ones that are coming up. So, but enough. Well, I was gonna say enough of the spoilers, but it's technically spoilers for maybe season 1 and 2 if y'all didn't see it, for those who didn't see it. And then also because of the topic of the next part of this comment, I will be mentioned, if you guys don't want to, you know, learn more or know about, like, you know, the actual real life horses and what may or may not happen to them, I will just put a timestamp and you guys can skip part. I'll try to make it not too long, so it won't be like majority of the training I'll be talking about, because I still need to go over the rest of the comments and I'm still in the first one. So I'm trying to kind of pick up the pace in the comments, while at the same time trying to slow down my pace in the training, just so I can catch up to the comments. So yeah, this next part is going to be a little bit more about the real life horses, or their lives at least. So from Nova's comment, it says, also, if you want to be chronological to the real life timeline, then Suzuka would be gone forever. Excuse me. So this is where season 1 spoilers come in, just in case for those who are still hanging around and don't want to get spoiled. When she was running the fall Tenosho and she got hurt, that was pretty much the I guess, I don't want to say quote unquote, because it is true, but it is where it happened. The whole incident where she got hurt and all of that facts. She did in fact, or I guess he did in fact, was running a miracle by running stupid fast, and at one point broke his left foot, just like Kita did. Just like Suzuka did. Oh my god, I'm talking about Kita so much. Kita's right in front of my face right now with the game. I just said Kita, but broke her left foot, and because of that was the reason why, because of that injury, the reason why they, I guess the right term to say would be euthanized. Silent Suzuka later on that night after the incident. And that was in the late 90s. I want to say like 98. 98. A lot of these horse girls that we do see, I mentioned this before in response to one of Cheese's comments when he was talking about Deep Impact, or Cheval Grand, I think, and Grand Cheval and the sisters. I guess this was also the topic of like other horses like lives they can animate, I guess, in Pretty Derby. But there's a lot. I mentioned like Fujiki Seki, Special Week. I don't know if I mentioned Envire Vega, but Envire Vega, Air Shakur, Agnes Tachyon, Manhattan Cafe, Neo Universe, Zeno Rob Roy, and then of course Deep Impact, as we all know, is Cheval Grand's half sisters and Tono Diamond's father, and also Gentle Donna, because I believe that's Uchi's mentioned in that comment. And then Black Tide, of course, because Kita's here. Black Tide is Kita's father, who Kita is the father of Equinox. It's weird saying father because I'm seeing the Uma version of her in front of me, but yeah, Kita, who is the father of Equinox, who recently retired, as I've mentioned before in one of last week's, or maybe past 2 weeks videos, one of those videos I mentioned it. I feel like it was last week, but yeah, as we all know, Equinox just recently retired from, you guys didn't know, well now you know, and ended off with a 8-2 record. 8 wins, 2 losses. 2 losses being at the Satsuki show and the Derby. And then, if y'all didn't know, Kita does have a second, I guess, son or sire. You want to go with horse terms, but a second sire named Soul Oriens, and I think he started racing earlier this year because he did win the Satsuki show, but lost the Derby and also lost the Pika show in a 1-2-3 finish. So first in the Satsuki show, 2 in the Derby, second in the Derby, and 3rd in the Kika show, if I am remembering this correctly. And I don't think we won this race, so it's our last chance to win this race, and we won it. So yeah. So yeah, I am familiar what happens Kita. So I think I kind of know what's gonna happen in the rest of the season when it comes to Kita. I don't know what's gonna happen for the rest of the season if we're thinking they're gonna try and connect the story to a different horse girl. So because there's no like signs or whatever of another like fan or something, like Kita was Teo and Dio was the McQueen. There's not another one of those out and about for them, so we'll see what happens. And then and the reason why I mentioned about like Suzuka and then all the other Sunday Silence sires and all of that, the reason why I did that is because a lot of them are a lot of the horse girls that we do know and all of that have recently passed away not so long ago. A good example of that would be Special Week at 2018, Neo Universe at I think 2021. So yeah, a lot of them are still pretty recent, but other than that, that's gonna be it for that topic. So sorry if y'all didn't want to hear that and all that. I just thought it worked out well with I guess a topic that just happened. But Other than that, let's try and speed up a little bit here. The Christmas Palmer setup was 3 speed, 1 int, 1 stamina, and I think Marozensky's speed card carried a lot in that run. Well, I do hope it'll help carry my runs later on, because look, as you can see, my Wise is low. I know my stamina and power can catch up, but yeah, this is looking like any other run I've had past weekend or so, sadly. But definitely I'm going to invest in that card once I get the rainbow shards. I wish I had that card on my own at this point. And then on to the second comment from Nova. As for the inheritance training, I think I only did it once and I stopped when I made a 9-star stamina Valentine Bourbon and a 9-star power Saiyan Sky. I was big on runners back then, so this made sense for me. After that, I think I just got lazy. As for the circle, I'd say invite me if you have one made. I'd been stuck in this D rank one ever since I got back from hiatus. The old A circle kicked me out. I mean, as of right now, I'm in a D circle as well. Probably the same D circle. I think it's just one that I randomly created. So a lot of people there actually, I think, are not even active. So I don't know. Like I said, if you get at least like what, 10, 15, or even the whole 30 somehow, then yeah, I'll make it. I'll make it. As of right now, it's kind of like, there's only a couple of us, so it wouldn't be too worth it at the moment. But I'll keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Or if y'all think we have enough people by sometime in the future, then we'll definitely go for it. But after all that, thank you for the comments, Nova. And we're gonna move on to Omura's comment. Yeah, Duramente's model as well as Cheval Grand's model has been put into the game. So safe to say they may be releasing sooner than later. Can't wait. Good because I get to have them, but might be time to bust out the guaranteed pity wallet. Cheval is gonna mainly be my leader, and Duramente is primarily a chaser. From what I've seen from clips, good luck with your pulls and savings. She could be either a betweener or chaser from what seems. Speculating ult skills, I feel like Dura may have a similar ult to Rudolph or better maybe. Mostly just judging based on her races and anime races, she always started in the back, but then has amazing power in zooming to the front on the last corner unexpectedly. So may have to do the amount of Umas. Oh, may have to do with the amount of Umas you pass in the final leg with, or just massive acceleration with some speed gain would be cool. Yeah, because wasn't Rudolph's, like the normal Rudolph's was like if you pass 3 in the final corner or the final stretch, you gain speed, something like that. I think it was something like that. And I think that's kind of works out for her if her ult skill is going to be similar to Rudolph, because she has been compared to what, Teo and Rudolph. So yeah, I guess it would make sense. And for the episode, I was really worried. I do know the IRL outcomes of the Kita and Cheval. I do too. So no worries. Just yeah, we won't mention any of that. A good kind of shock. Wait, but it completely skipped my mind this race that she lost, so shocked me too. I need a rest. Good kind of shock, but worries me. My first thought was she didn't get enough rest. What I was thinking. She was still sick, which could cause shortness of breath and no power when pushing, which is probably why the anime gave the intense feeling of she was pushing her hardest but going nowhere. Only my thoughts on it, though, could be wrong, is mostly from my experience when I ran track and I ran into the same situation in a race where no matter how hard I pushed, my legs weren't matching my mind and what I thought should be happening. Frustrating and feel for Kita. Yeah, I feel for Kita also, as someone who has played sports in the past as well. I get it too. I get it too. She probably felt like she was in shape. But really, in reality, she really just needed a break. That's pretty much where it seems like she could be. Hey, because it looked pretty intense, because at the end of the race, she was heavily breathing. Like, she was not getting enough oxygen while she was running. So the fact that she wasn't getting enough oxygen, she couldn't convert that into energy and use that to, you know, speed her up. So yeah, I have a feeling it's probably just an after effect of her getting sick. So I think we'll be, like with Novus, I think we'll be okay. I personally don't think it's a momentum thing. Once again, I just think it has to do something with her physical, and maybe yes and no. Maybe this race will affect her mental for a bit, for an episode, but she'll most likely bounce back after, like she has always had in past comeback episodes, I guess, after she has suffered a loss. So we'll be okay. We'll be okay. Your Duramente funds are waning with that 40 pull, failed 40 pull. Wait, before that, I actually missed something. About the maid being a trainer, I honestly didn't even think of that, to be honest. It went over my head, but now that you talked about it, yeah, I was surprised too. I thought she was just a family maid that was just a bit more involved in supporting them. And then your Duramente funds are waning with that failed 40 pull. I'm sorry for your loss. Thank you, thank you. I'm sorry for myself as well. Nah, I think it's alright. I think I'll be okay. I would say weight logistics wise, I don't think you really need another Uma, since you most likely have other Umas that can fill her role. Yeah, for medium distance especially, that is correct. For medium distance especially, that is correct, because an abundance of these horse girls do run medium distance. And I'm already like locked on with Kita and Christmas Aguri, as long as she's still hanging around as my main, like, 2, I would say, I would guess. Unless I want to like mess around and try something else. This is hard. I'm gonna just try this right here. But yeah. But then again, I always believe in favorites over meta, so if the urge is that strong, I'll support you. Duramente though, just saying. I don't think the urge is too strong. Obviously, because I just said earlier that I was gonna pass after yesterday's shenanigans, so I'll be good. Whatever amount I have, hopefully it's 30k, but I'll probably be close to 30k, if anything, for Duramente. Yeah, about my only having 3 to 4 skills, like I said, I wasn't too hardcore into it and was bare bones, no knowledge, and too lazy to use Game Tora. And bots really made me overconfident. I also was still having trouble navigating menus since I was too lazy to keep looking things up. Learned my lesson eventually. I just didn't think it was possible to just... Unless you just, like, completely ignored... Ooh, this is gonna be tough. If this works, these 2 stats will go to 1200 plus. If this doesn't work, then the only stat over 1200 is obviously speed. So it's all or nothing. Oh my gosh, it worked. 51%, and it worked. I didn't realize we were at the end already. I should have done. Should have added that power. But it's okay. It's okay. But not having Y's at 1200, that's kind of the thing I've been messing with. So it seems like with the setup I have, it is possible for speed and stamina and power to get to 1200. I think power is about 2 short, 2 maybe 3. Speed is gonna be short of 1500, I believe. No, might make it a 1500. So yeah, I think I'll go over a couple more comments before moving on to the rest of the... Actually, no. Let's just finish it off, but I'll still be going over the comments. But yeah, I decided I'm gonna use Inari 1, Noble Tamamo Cross, and Simply Chris S. Those are my only decently leveled Umas, so I'm gonna play it a bit safe, especially since I'm always broke on coins. Gonna make Inari 1 a chaser debuffer for this time around to help... We lost the race. To help Tamamo and Chris. Tamamo is my strongest out of the 3. Still gonna be investing a lot of time into her for the CM. Hope for the best. I need cards, so rip this month. Oh yeah, and then I could, you know, get rewards from the CM. Literally, whatever it is I get, what place I get. Hopefully I make it to the finals, whether it's B or A. And then League of Heroes next month. And the CM during February. So I think I should be able to make it a 30k. Probably should have bought that. I didn't really buy any other skills, so that's probably why I end up to the automatic loss. Especially with like the other skills that I have are just long distance. But sadly doesn't matter because we lost the race. So we're just here now. 552 left. What am I gonna do with 552? Don't have any more long distance skills. Don't have any more. So I might as well just grab last leg, straights. I don't think there's any more I can grab. Oh, I'm just gonna grab random skills because this isn't the Kita anyway. So, all right. I'm gonna just see what we got. It's probably gonna be... I don't even want to guess. A UF2. Still not the best Kita. Well, I have a UF3, but it is what it is. This is the third best one at least. Yeah, UF3. But let's go over the rest of these comments real quick. Or at least as fast as I can. While still, you know, responding to them properly. So there are 2 replies from Cheese in this comment, so I'm gonna go over them. And then Homer does have a response as well. So Cheval's model has been in the game for roughly a year now. The ones other than Duramente that have their models recently added are Sounds of Earth, Vexina, and Vivalos. I feel like they were always going to wait for her sisters to get revealed before implementing Cheval into the game, since they'll most likely show up in her story and vice versa. That actually makes perfect sense. For Cheval not to be released just yet, because that means that they would have had to release Vexina and Vivalos at one point as well, so it totally makes sense for them to wait out for yeah, my train of thought. Woo. But that's the reason we know Duramente's in the game too. He shows up in Satono Crown's story. Makes sense. That also pays into my theory. We might see other foreign races like Dubai and Hong Kong in the future, since they play a major part in some Uma's IRL story, and having their in-game story not mention them would feel strange, like Vivalos's and Gentle Donna's Dubai connection. I believe Equinox also won in the Dubai G1, so I don't think they would show Equinox in Pretty Derby unless technically they can if Pretty Derby lasts for a long time. But second response from Cheese. Oh, and speaking of Satono Maid, this might be a huge shout, but I feel like the scene where she asks for tequila is a reference to Roberta from Black Lagoon. If you watch that anime, I haven't seen Black Lagoon or heard of Black Lagoon in a while. There's a scene where she asks for a whole bottle, but Satono Maid asks for a whole picture of the stuff. It sounds kind of familiar to me. But no, I didn't pick up on that. Then Homura's response, "Oh, nice to know. I only know based on what I see from another channel I follow. They show them in arrays and their attributes and stuff. I don't explore the stories too much since I can't really read any of it. But yeah, I only recently saw them in a video, and that's pretty much it for Homura's comment. So thank you, Homura, for your comment, and Cheese for replying. Next comments from Eugen. Swimsuit Oh, nice. You got swimsuit Suzuka. I also want her, to be honest. Getting new Uma below 50 pulls is a good roll, I can say. Honestly, it is. I can say your luck is still good. Quite tempting for me to pull for Satono Crown because it is green. I only do 5 attempts if I decided to grind on regular basis because that's the number of times maximize the rental with good factors for the day. But if it's half, it's a different story. Yeah, I wanted to pull Satono Crown because I do like how she looks. Not a big fan of green, but it's alright. I like her outfit. I only do 5 attempts day max usually. I don't try to push my luck with whatever parents I have, so thank you for the comment, Eugen. Next comment is from Cheese. Satono Crown won the Hong Kong vase, like I mentioned before, and that happened this Sunday, same day she was announced, and so it all lined up well, even with her win in the anime as well. Yeah, because I mean, they did show that she did win the Hong Kong G1 in the anime. Well, they didn't show the race. They mentioned it at least. And if that happened this past Sunday, then yeah, it would make sense why her release came out this Sunday. Then that makes perfect sense. So it seems like, yeah, your quote-unquote predictions are more or less most likely gonna happen, but there's still a lot, you know, big possibility that they'll completely do something else because it's side games. If everything goes according to plan, we should see Duramente next year, possibly on the anniversary, or maybe later to line up with her G1 wins. So you should have enough time to save that 20k you're missing. I mean, I feel like she should be out by the anniversary, the earliest, I would say. Only to, you know, line up with the fact that we almost have everyone from season 3, at least from who they show in the opening, at the end of the opening. Because it was Kita Daya, obviously, the Tono Crown, then they showed Cheval Grand, and then Duramente. I believe that was the only ones that was there. So we do have Satono Crown. We've had Kita and Daya for the longest already. And so that leaves Cheval Grand, which I think should be released before Duramente. And then Duramente for the anniversary. At least I think that's how it should be. Because I don't think, would they? Probably. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I feel like we should get Duramente by the anniversary. If, you know, we're going to stick around the, you know, the anime, I guess. Even though the anime will be ending by the end of this month, I just feel like, you know, it'd feel appropriate for her to be released by either by the end of the, or not by the end, by the beginning of the anniversary, to kind of still like have her and the what's it called? What am I trying to say? In the Lark race scenario, and she has, you know, her whole goal was to, you know, go to the Lark race herself. So I feel like having her be there while the Lark scenario is the scenario would probably be the most appropriate, but I don't know. They'll probably release it for the anniversary. But I'll just point out again that these are just educated guesses. Having a model in-game might mean they're more likely to get added than somebody that hasn't. But Biko Pegasus, for example, has had an in-game model for years now and still hasn't been released. And on the other end of the spectrum, Ishi Miracle and New Universe were added all of a sudden. Congrats on Suzuka, the Suzuka, by the way. Thank you. Yeah, I do agree. Although, yeah, like I said, your educated guesses slash predictions are more or less most likely to happen, but still has a good chance that they'll throw a wrench those predictions because, like you said, EC Miracle Neo Universe was just added all of a sudden. Other than that, thank you for the comment, Cheese. Next comment is from Tanoki. Nice to see you back. Hey, so managed to scrounge up 135 polls for the new banner. Like 135 in total. So you've done 10 polls and 5 single polls for the new banner. Got a 3 LB Jungle Pocket. Okay. 2 LB Marvelous Sunday. Along with good SR stamina cards. That's good. I actually completed the stories when I commented last video, but I couldn't use the free SSR McQueen stam card as my Wise card was McQueen. Oh, so do you have the recent Wise McQueen card? Okay. Now I should be set to just chill and slowly build up my Umas. Yeah. I say, like I said, just get your handle on the game or the scenario, you know, and then just build up from there, you know, figure out what setups work for yourself. I mean, a lot of the setups that I do has been pretty similar to what I've done since the 2nd anniversary, and it's been working, but who knows how it's going to be in the next training scenario. Or you could, you know, play from the beginning technically and play from the Ura final scenario or Ura scenario, which is the very first run, and then just go, you know, in order. Just, you know, just to experience the training scenarios, or if you want, get familiar with them for whatever reason. But yeah, I say, since you've went for stamina support cards, then probably dabble around training and all that, and you should be good. Should be good. Other than that, nice to see you again, Tanoki. Hopefully, like I said, see you more in the future. And other than that, let's move on to the last comment from Ren. For some reason, it won't let me post my comment, so I guess I'll sum it up. It won't let you post your comment? I did count 10 comments, but it did tell me there was 11. Was that the 11th comment, maybe? But congrats on getting Liz first 10. Liz. Oh, Liz. Also, how do you play Uma on your phone? I don't really have any stamina cards like except the 2.5 Aya base. Sorry, I thought heavy and bad were different. Then again, I didn't use common sense. No, they're the same. They're the same. But wait. How do you play Uma on your phone? I have a Japanese iTunes account. Yeah, I use an iPhone if you weren't there when I have an iPhone if you didn't notice or wasn't there at the time when I have mentioned I'm using an iPhone. Or yeah, because I believe it was asked before, like how to play Uma Musume, and I did mention have a Japanese iTunes account. I believe DMM games, but you got to play with a VPN. And then I believe if you want to play on Android, I don't have an Android. It's pretty much the same process. If you have done like BlueStacks or any other like Android emulator, basically, was it download QApp and then download the game through QApp? That's pretty much it. I think that's how it is. And then if you want to update a game, update it through QApp and all that. At least that's how I did it when I was using it in BlueStacks. So there's multiple ways to do it. I would be playing this more on PC if it didn't require me to use a VPN. And on top of that, for some odd reason, OBS doesn't pick up the window for that game specifically, but I haven't tried since the first or second year. I would say the first year. After the first year or during it, I don't know. I haven't tried it since then. Plus, when I do play on VPN, it is way laggier, so I just stick to what I have. But other than that, let's continue with the comment. To be honest, every time I see the Mihono card in training, maybe that's why I'm like getting reminded of her. I'm going to buy paid crystals for the Twinkle series. You're bringing out the wallet? I actually used the other paid I had on the Tokai and McQueen banner and got Christmas Biwa. Oh wait, so you have spent already? Never mind. I didn't know. I didn't know you already used the wallet. But if you can spend the money, just don't spend too much. Now here where I'm at a standstill. Lately I've been using a rare May card since I haven't maxed. And it's actually been working too. I didn't really notice a difference in stats. I just noticed one of the gold skills at the end of the date isn't there, but that's all I could find. So I don't know if I should roll for May and save. Also, what should I use as a support card? Should I like use Marzensky, but then again, I would have 4 speed cards. I could do it, but I would have to replace one of my speed cards. And since it's a long distance, I think I'll borrow Super Creek. Honestly, at this point, I'd say just keep using your May card. I mean, you can pull for it. Actually, no. If you're doing completely fine with just a rare May card, and the only difference is not having the gold card, the gold skill, then screw it. If you think you can handle just using that rare May card for the next like 2 months or like 2 months in a week, maybe, then go for it. If you feel like you want to go for the Sataki May card, or at least the SSR, the SSR version of it, then I don't want to stop you. But with 2 months, a little over 2 months left for a third anniversary, I'd say just save. At least that's my personal opinion. Because I don't know. I thought you were saving this whole time, but I didn't know you have paid for jewels, so I'm just here like, all right. But other than that, also what should you use for a support card? Well, I don't think you should use 4 speed cards. So definitely, if you don't have a good stamina card, I'd probably say use Super Creek or any other like really good stamina cards, depending on I guess Super Creek's fine, but yeah, I believe you could use like the McQueen one, or like maybe leaders. I don't know about runners. Maybe you just stick with Super Creek if you're gonna do runners. But yeah. Congrats on Suzuka. I'm a little jealous. Let's hope when I use my paid crystals on a Twinkle series that it'll be bourbon. If not, just hope it's someone new, because I did get dial. Ooh. Ooh. I don't know. I mean, you got the paid crystals. I'm just here chilling. Wait, did you say that you played Uma Musume on DMM? Does that mean, because I know DMM is there's no English version or anything like that, but I thought they had gotten rid of using like international, I guess for them, international credit cards, or does that still work? Like if we were to use like our American credit cards, would it still work for the DMM? I don't know. At least I don't want to spend, like, I have a lot of things to be worrying about, especially it being the last month of the year. We all have our own expenses and all that. So yeah, I don't know how I feel about spending for the game. If I did, I would have done it a long time ago. But I didn't, so I'm still here chilling. But I mean, if you get Valentine's bourbon, good on you. I do hope you'll get her. I do actually do want her. So if you do get bourbon, then we'll be even. I'll have Suzuka, then you'll have bourbon, and they're both escapes or runners. So that's pretty funny. Gold chips, other stats aren't really anything to write home about. I have B stamina, S power, B guts, and double S. And yeah, just probably one of those runs. It was probably one of those runs. Thanks, it was great. I enjoyed the video. Thanks for reading my comments. No problem. No problem. Also, I love how there's 6 out of 6 for the gold thing. 6 out of 6 for the gold thing? What are we talking about here? What is this 6 out of 6? I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. So I'm just gonna let you remind me on what you're talking about. Yeah, I don't know what that 6 out of 6 thing you typed about, but for the gold thing? The gold thing? I don't know. I don't know. But other than that, guys, thank you, Ren, Tanoki, Cheese, Yujin, Homura, and Nova for all the comments. I do appreciate the support. I appreciate all the comments, keeping, you know, our little community here engaged, which I do love a lot. Showing some life in the comments section, which I do appreciate from you guys, along with the support. So with that being said, guys, that is going to be the end of this video. We did spend quite a long amount of time on comments, but that's all good, you know. Video's about as long as yesterday's video, so we'll be fine. I did spend a good chunk amount of time at Nova's comment. That is my bad. I will try to, you know, work on the pacing, but I felt like it was fine. You know, this isn't the first time where I had to go, you know, just sit here and talk about the comments and all that, so everything's all good. Everything's all good. But like I said, that's gonna be the end of this video, guys. So if you guys didn't make it this far, I do want to say thank you. If you guys can, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. Let me know, I guess, your plans for your future plans for or goals for the game. I guess, like, who you're saving and pulling for. Obviously, there's gonna be Cheval Grants, there's gonna be the Duramentes, because I am part of that. I guess in Cheese's case would be, was it Verxina? I believe it was Verxina because of her outfit, her boss outfit. I don't know. I feel like there's just a lot of horse girls they could release. Maybe like a different outfits for a lot of them as well, I should say. So we'll see what they do in the future. As of right now, I still believe that the Romente should be released by the anniversary. At least by the earliest. Around there. With Cheval Grand being released before her. At least that's what I think. Other than that, don't really know what other horse girls, to be honest. Whatever they release, whenever they release. If I end up liking them, I end up liking them. If I don't, I still got myself my Teo and my Kita, and that's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie though, seeing Teo's hair like that through the anime did, though, you know, gave her some bonus points. I did like her hair like that. I did like her hair like that. But we'll see how this season ends in the next, I guess, 2 weeks now, since tomorrow is Wednesday. So a new episode will come out very soon. So I'll just say 2 weeks for now. And yeah, hopefully, since I'm starting to save again, since I did do some pulls yesterday. Starting now again, I will be saving. But hopefully I get lucky on my runs, because I want to at least get a decent enough Kita to the CM, and a decent enough, I guess, Sakura Laurel or Mihono Bourbon. So I can have 2 escapes or 2 tweeners for the CM. If anything, well, I guess, yeah, I should focus on one of those 2 at least. I think I kind of gave up on bringing Teo and McQueen, not because I don't want to, but because I don't know. I think I don't know which of the 2 I'd probably have more luck on. I might say maybe leaders, because I get to use my Kita card. So I don't know. We'll see what I do. And how and who I use by the CM. But tomorrow, we'll train Daya, since no, my Daya's good enough, I guess, at UF5 for now. I don't want to work on someone who I have potentially at the highest point right now. So maybe I'll go straight to Sakura Laurel or Mihono Bourbon for tomorrow's video, just to let you guys know. So with that being said, guys, that is going to be it for this video. Thank you once again if you did make it this far. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.